Hi, and welcome to the Chiming In podcast, where we discuss current events, student-related topics, and our opinions on literally anything. Today we have two guests. Today we have Dr. Carrie and then Rose.
Small
thank
claps.
you guys for coming on.
Thank you.
And today we're basically gonna be doing like a PR social media talk. And then you guys can give y'all's perspectives on kind of like how y'all been working with this new position with the provost and stuff. So first, how are you guys doing today first?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm excited to be here. This is a fun Friday.
It is.
And this is a fun thing to do on a fun Friday.
Yeah, I'm excited. I've been wanting to do this for a while.
I know. I'm glad we could finally plan this. It almost didn't happen, but it's okay.
Yeah.
We had a little scheduling conflict, but we figured it out.
Yay.
We're all good.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. Sorry. I had a whole guideline that I'm going to be doing because I was working really late last night and I wanted to get something. So first, I'll just dive into it. Do you guys feel like social media is a part of like our professional identity in like this generation?
Oh, I feel like it's critical. You, in the job market, as you enter the job market, you need to have a personal brand, and your social media needs to be tailored to that personal brand. So what I mean by personal brand, if you are someone who, I'll use myself as an example. Research is one of my main focuses, right? I want to make sure that my research is highlighted on my social media and that when articles hit, book chapters hit, that it's front and center on my LinkedIn. And I try to build my personal brand through that, and that as a risk and crisis scholar, as a health scholar.
Yeah.
So yes, I think it's critical as you all enter the workforce. It's going to put you a step ahead to have that personal brand and know what you want to do and start building that identity around it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you basically hit it on the nose. It's really all about like what you put out on your social media. I mean, your LinkedIn, but it's not even just like your brand, but like your presence on social media. Like, what are you liking? What are you reposting? What are you commenting? Like,
that is true. You can see people's likes and reposts all now.
Yeah, and digital footprint is everything. I don't care that people are like, oh, Snapchats go away. No, it's everywhere, no matter what you said. So I think it's really important that you just build your identity and like, what do you want future employers to see when they look up your name on the internet? What are they going to see?
Do you guys feel like, Lilly and Rose, that for employers, you've cleaned up your profiles or anything because of like, we're all seniors and we're going into the job field? You feel like you have to do that?
I feel like ever since I was younger and I first got social media, my parents always like burned into my brain, don't post things you don't want someone else to see. Don't comment. Like, I've never been like a really rude person. I'm not going to comment trash on someone's post or something. But I've never been like, I've never like dressed like, I would say, skimpy and then post an Instagram photo. Like, I've never been like, oh, let me post inappropriate things I wouldn't want an adult to see. Yeah. So I would say I wouldn't have had to like clean it up a lot, but I am like more careful about what I like or if it's something that says something like rude, I'm like, oh, let me not like this. So I think it's just more I pay attention to what I'm liking or like seeing like out there.
For me, all of my social media accounts are private. Nobody follows me that I don't already know.
That's true.
And even then, I don't post a lot. It's mainly like photo dumps from trips and things like that.
Yeah.
So like Iceland. But in general, I don't really post much. Like I do but even then, like my TikTok account's private and I don't post on it either. So I think for me, there wasn't really much to clean up because nobody's gonna be on my social media that I don't already know.
Yeah.
But even if there were, there's nothing to see. So
I'll just say a lot of my posts are just like photo dumps or like something I did, like hung out with friends this weekend, and it's just like cute little photos of us. So.
I think our parents had similar talks with us, probably.
Our parents were around each other too much.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Well, I do think students, though, you have this misconception that you think it's private. Employers can still find a way to see it.
Yeah.
And that's something a lot of students, well, my accounts are private. You don't know who's working for that and who's connected to who's working with that. And it could be your friends working with that company and they can pull it
That
up.
actually happened to me. We were hiring someone at a restaurant I worked at, and they were like, "Do you know this person?" And I was like, "Actually, yeah," because they were like, "I can't find them on social media anywhere," and they're like, "I think that's odd," and I was like, "That's because like their handle is different than their name," and I had to show her. It's like, this is who it is. We hired the person. She was great, but
We've had instances. I've been on search committees, not here, not at AU, but at another institution I worked at previously, where the account was set to private. My chair was friends with somebody that worked at the same school that this person was applying to, contacted the person, was able to get in and view their social media.
Yeah.
So while, yes, you may think it's private, there's always going to be someone that can find a way to get to it.
Yeah.
And that's a hard truth to bear, right?
Yeah.
And students sometimes don't understand that it can make or break you. And on that search committee, we ended up not going with even giving that candidate an interview because their profile picture was them flicking off. Like they were shooting the bird. And my chair at that point was like, we're not going to hire him.
yeah.
It really is little things like that, or like even if you have like a drink in a photo or something, they could be like, we don't want someone who posts around that they're like drinking on the internet.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those like,
I know when I was in a sorority, it was we wanted to protect the sorority's brand. So it's like,
sororities are
don't
big on that.
post you drinking, don't post you doing this, don't post you doing that, because we wanted to keep that fraternity brand together as a professional thing. So
yeah.
I understand that. I think ever since like I started taking social media, not like seriously, but like I like to curate my feed to a very like specific color scheme.
It's very aesthetic.
I like very aesthetic things. But I've been very wary of not to post like things that I'm like, anyone could look at my account in my family and be like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gotten to the point like where like if I like make a TikTok or want to use a TikTok sound and it has like a bad word in it, I just try and like cut that part out, or like, because I'm like, I don't even want like there to be like a bad word in this or something. Because like my dad follows my TikTok, and one time I think I posted a video and there was a bad word in it, and he was like, there was a bad word in this, and I was like, I didn't say it, and he was like, there's still a bad word in this. And so it's really like you never know who's watching and what they're exactly looking for.
Because I kind of think about it how social media is kind of also your portfolio, because you're showcasing your creativity. I mean, I take a lot of the photos that are on there as well, and like I'm choosing to post that.
Yeah.
Like I want obviously the public to see that. So that is already like a public portfolio. It's just not curated of like everything professional that I've done.
And that would be something I would tell you is just you start getting on the job market, start highlighting that professional stuff that you've been doing.
Yeah. I've been thinking about starting another Instagram where it's just like all my photography stuff, or like get more of my papers or articles that I've wrote or news packages I've created, just to like, I mean, in Capstone, we'll be creating a website for that all.
Oh, absolutely.
So.
Yeah.
Oh, speak on your experience.
Well,
Building
this
your
is my
professional
personal
brand.
experience. I hate Capstone. I hate Capstone. I think that the layout of the class is kind of short-sighted for all the different needs of students that are in the class.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's more of like busy work where I could be spending my time doing something else.
Right.
And this is no hate to the professor or the people who, you know, really do need the content of the class. It just doesn't make sense for me personally.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a little bit of a time waste for me.
You are more research focused.
Yeah, so it doesn't make sense. Plus, Capstone is basically for people who are going directly into the workforce. So I'm going to grad school.
Yeah.
That website's still important for grad school, though.
Well, and I said this to the professor, and he was like, well, it'll just be a template for whenever you're done with grad school, and then you can update it. I was like, I'm basically going to have to build it from scratch again anyways. So
Like after you're done with your research?
Yeah, so
see.
I'll have completely new things,
Yeah.
new papers, new posts that I
I
can
mean,
use.
it'll be good to have that like
It'll allow
background.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would say it'll allow like employers to see like how you're like
Progressed.
their progress.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I won't. No, I'll completely delete everything that's old and I'll
Oh,
replace it
okay.
with new, better stuff.
Okay.
So, but that's just how I personally feel about capstone. I feel about that for other capstones too. Yeah, but that's just me. That's my personal opinion.
Even on my PhD, though, when I went on the job market, I had a website and that I built from the ground up
Mhm.
because I wanted to showcase my research articles. I wanted to
Mhm.
showcase teaching evaluations, right? Like, it's not worthless. Don't ever think what you're doing is worthless because you never know when that's going to come back
Yeah.
and you're going to use that skill.
Well, that's why I still go to class and I don't
Well,
skip.
And I know. Just I often hear students say that, well, that's a waste of time. Well, you have to think broader than what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a lot of life experience. I have a lot of life experience. I can't speak for all professors, but I wish I had listened to what my professors had said and the life advice they had given
Mm-hmm.
when I was your age. I think some of the transitions I made in life would have been a lot easier. But you have to live life to understand that.
That's true. Yeah.
But don't ever, I hear students say stuff like that, and I'm like, but you never know. You don't know what life is going to throw at you.
Mm-hmm.
And the skill set you can develop here is to carry you throughout life.
Mm-hmm.
And the critical thinking skills. That's the one thing, like, I tell students, I don't care what you think. I just want you to be able to think through.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do care what you think. That came out wrong.
Right.
That came out wrong.
We understood what you meant. Yeah.
Right.
I think I've just been taking it, like, I feel like within my college career, a lot of things have been thrown at me, which I'm very grateful for, like, academically, because it did push me to go find those, like, other things. And, like, I took a class and it led to me being able to, you know, start helping with the social media, doing bell ringer, visiting news stations, getting friends with like Chris Curry and then like Arthur and all of them, like being able to be close to like the people in the department. It's really been helpful. And if you take advantage of that, I think it is helpful, you know, even if you do feel like the class is busy work or I'm not bashing you. I'm just saying for
No,
people,
I feel like this is a hate Lily day. Come on.
No, we love Lily.
people to just kind of like, I mean, sometimes I gripe and complain about a lot of things actually.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah. Anyway,
Don't scare.
that's besides the point. I still get it done and I'm still grateful for it in the end. It kind of sucked in the middle, but you know, it'll help.
Yeah.
At some point.
At some point.
I mean,
I promise you. I promise you.
I'm
Well,
getting
I swear.
certificates in these classes I'm taking. We're all about. Well, you're about to graduate. Well, you're going to graduate school, but you're still graduating.
Yeah,
You're not done
undergrad.
yet.
Oh, you didn't have to say it like that.
She's one step closer than we are.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. And she's going to graduate school with research, and we don't got that.
You better than me.
No, different. Just different.
Yeah.
I could never.
Yeah.
So,
But
I guess
Prompty.
to dive into,
You said switching topics.
well, it's not switching, but and we were just looking at you, and I was thinking about building a brand while in college and talking about like how we do the department Instagram, and then we can talk a little bit more about how you guys have been building with the provost. So
Yeah.
if you and Lily want to talk a little bit, I know you guys kind of jump started the Instagram a lot.
so, students a couple of years ago, Juliana McGee and Timberly, and I can't remember Timberly's last name, but they both came up to me and they were like, hey, we kind of feel students don't have opportunities to grow in social media, and a lot of us want to be a social media manager, and we have the department social media, and we want to also work on building department community, because this was post-COVID.
Yeah.
And I said, well, how do you all envision this? Because that's always my thing with students. I like to empower you to have a vision, and I help you execute that vision.
Yeah.
And she said, well, I would like to take it over. Timberly and I would like to do it. So we started off, her and Timberly doing it, and then it's just sort of grown as we've evolved. So now it's a team. I run an independent study. It's a team, as you all know,
Yes.
of 4 to 5 students. We meet every other week, and we plan out a social media calendar, and I let you all be creative, right? I give you options. You bring to the table what you want to bring to the table, right? So previous years, they've done a podcast, a Get to Know Your Faculty podcast. This year, you all have been really excited about building like more reels and getting Augustus involved, and so it's been really rewarding seeing what creative ideas you all come up with, and how you push that idea.
Yeah.
And I tell everybody, I'm the CEO. I make sure the content's there. I make sure that y'all are staying on track. But you are the ones that really run it. I'm here to bounce ideas off of. But again, it's y'all's ideas. And our social media following has dramatically increased. Dramatically.
I feel like ever since Lilly took over Instagram, it's been able to get, you guys jump-started it, and then Lilly's been able to really add to it with our ever-changing, ever-evolving social media, with everything trending, and
I think that's what we focused a
landscape's
lot
different,
more
yeah.
this semester, is using trending audios and things like that for more engagement, because as students, we kind of know what students like and what students watch and what the algorithm pushes. And so knowing that, and then sort of being able to connect that with the department's social media. Like we just partnered with, so like we did me and Olivia Orzinski, I said that right. We just did like a whole bunch of videos with Augustus the mascot, and those did really well, because even if students, it's helping to bring students who are outside of the department to COM, because like we collaborated with the Augustus page for that. And so students who might not normally see the Department of Communication content did see the Department of Communication content. So
I mean, our traction are now in the thousands of like viewing our posts and reels. So that's been really great to be able to, I guess when I looked at the social media before, like I even knew anything about like you guys running it or anything. I just thought it was like a faculty member. I was just like,
no hate to faculty members.
No, this isn't a hate. It's just like coming from my perspective as like the younger generation of thinking, I'm thinking about it in purely like a social media mindset of like, I've grown up with this, and like I want to also have this grow up like with me. Like this is the age group we're looking at. And like we are comm majors. Like this is like our thing.
Well, you can like tell when an adult is running social media versus a college student or a teenager, and it's not like any hate, but there's just a very obvious line, and it's because we were like, I wouldn't say we were born into social media, because it wasn't really a thing, but we kind of like,
we grew with it, our generation, I think, and we've had time
Especially
to
our
adjust
age range.
to it and like grow along and be able to, build off of it, because we've been able to build off what you jump-started, what Juliana did. And
Love
then,
her.
yeah. And
She did great.
She did. I'm really glad that you guys put it together, because, I mean, we are the comm department. We should have a public relations page, a social media page, and it's looking really good. I'm really proud of what you guys have done. That's great.
It's grown
Okay,
a lot.
don't sell yourself short. You also have done.
Well, I help. Yeah.
Everybody has done, right?
Yeah.
Because everybody's been the people who have taken the class, right?
Yeah.
And that is something that, I hope it continues. But it's finding those students that want to be involved with it and giving them that opportunity.
Yeah.
Again, that's how I try to approach everything I do with students is if this is an opportunity I can give you to build a skill set that you really want to get you a job in a field where you feel like that's your fit, then I want to do that for you.
Yeah.
And so I've been very happy with social media. Now I've got to find new people.
It's
A bunch of you are graduating, but that's okay.
We'll find.
What
We'll
I
find more
really
people.
what I really love about doing the department social media is I think it's a really good like middle ground of what personal accounts might look like versus building for a brand or a client.
Yeah.
So you're able to sort of mix the fun things and still make it educational and professional, which I think is really good practice for people who may be moving to the workforce for this specifically. So it's a good transition. So yeah, if there's anyone out there who's watching that maybe wants to do social media,
You should take this independent study.
you should talk to Dr. Carrie first.
Yes.
And it doesn't have to. It's for the comm department, but if there's like a business student that maybe wants to work with us, I'm open to giving other students the opportunity, but I want to make sure our comm students are taken care of.
Yeah.
And that our comm students have first dibs and the opportunity to do this.
Dr. Carrie's really cool.
We really
Yes.
like Dr. Carrie, guys.
We do.
We do.
We do. And I only met her last semester.
Yeah.
And now I'm working with her.
PR writing.
PR writing.
We love that class.
You know,
No, I don't.
let's be real.
I'm gonna be honest. Let's be real. No, I don't.
I guess
like my partner.
I liked working with Chris. That was great.
Yeah.
But I guess jumping off of what Lilly was saying on talking about like building, been able to build a brand with, the department of being, we can be professional but also fun, but then also incorporating like faculty, staff, and students. And I guess like kind of, if you guys want to talk about the difference between this, since you guys are both involved in this, and then also with the provost, working with her, a lot more professional.
I've been waiting. I feel like this is like me getting it off my chest. Not actually. Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. No. I would definitely say it's a lot different. It's a lot different. Like y'all get to make like a lot of like reels and do trending audios and stuff. And we're still making Maggie more comfortable with being on social media, being on video. I asked her the other day to do a video and she was like, for what? And I was like, for your social media. She said, okay. And I said, you're going to understand this is going to be your life. But we're definitely getting her more used to social media. But just like the branding whole thing anyways is like, when I'm making my post, I have to consistently make sure I'm using AU color branding guidelines. All the colors are AU. It looks professional. I can't be like, no matter if I want something pink on there, I have to stick to AU colors. And sometimes it like sucks because I'll get like this really good idea for a post. And then I'll be like, and I'll find this really cute like poster or template idea. I'll be like, oh, I can like delete this, change this. But then I'm like, I have to use AU colors, which I still have been able to make very like things I like. But it's a lot different because it's like, it has to be more professional since ours is like definitely more geared towards faculty.
Right. We are.
Yeah.
We want students to follow us though. AUG_provost. Thank you.
Please follow.
Please follow.
Please
plug.
Yeah.
Dr. Carrie, if you want to.
No, like it's something that I've told provost since I'm on this fellowship with her is you have to have an outward face for faculty, for staff, for students, and social media is critical. And it's not about highlighting her necessarily,
Yeah.
but it's highlighting things through a lens that is supportive of faculty, staff, and showing that she does have our best interests at heart, getting out information, praising faculty who are doing great things. Like that's the kind of the goal with her social media versus, the department social media is how can we attract students? How can we get future majors? How can we show our talents? And I can give skills. Students can show what they've done when they go on the job market, right?
Yeah.
So like all the stuff that you all create, portfolio.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Versus, and your stuff too. But yours is more of like a
professional
curated image.
Yeah, like I'm curating her image. But I think one of my goals, which I haven't told Dr. Carrie yet, is
You're hearing it here first.
You're hearing it here first, everyone. Is
Let's get the scoop.
Right.
Ours is curated towards faculty, like highlighting good things faculty's done, highlighting student successes, like chemistry and biochemistry we just posted today. They've done really good. We highlighted them. But I think like staff follows her Instagram. Other people, like groups and stuff, follow her Instagram. But she's all about communicating and wanting to get out of there. We're doing that moving with Maggie. She wants to talk to students. She wants to. So I think eventually we're going to have to somehow fold in to get students attracted to her Instagram. Like it's going to be stuff they want to look at. They don't want to sit there and read about just things about faculty. It's like, oh, what is she doing with students today? So that's why, like, next month we're going to try and get her to talk to students while she's moving with Maggie, so we can post that, and maybe students will be like, oh, let me follow that. To see what our provost is up to.
From what I can tell, she's very down to earth.
She is
very proactive. She wants to be engaged with everyone.
Yeah,
truly. I mean, being on the walk with her, being able to interview her, it's been great.
She's great. She's really funny.
She is funny.
She's funny. Yeah, I love her.
She's very busy.
Yeah,
she is very busy.
Yes.
But no, like, that's another thing. All of this is, again, ground up building.
Yeah.
And you have to start small. You can't expect to do everything. And that's another thing that students have a lot of expectations. Well, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to completely change things. But you cannot change things if you don't lay the groundwork first. And that's something that's really important, is laying that foundation and making sure that you can build that audience and then slowly growing, like we've said with the department.
Yeah.
I mean, there's that groundwork, and there's also that learning curve of, like, you know, I have all these ideas and I want to rush in with them. You can't actually apply everything you're thinking of. It's not plausible. I mean, I have like a billion ideas, and I'm like, I'll send Lilly like 60 TikToks. I'm like, this would be great.
Yeah.
And I have to be like, not all of those, though.
I have to, every now and then when I'm like editing a post, I'll be like, Dr. Carrie, does this look good? And she goes, fix this and this. And I fix it, and she goes, and she tries and finds 30 other things to fix. And I'm like, it looks good. Leave me alone. You told me this is my job. Let me do my job. Yeah. And I said, I'm hitting post. Let me do what I want.
I mean, even
let me do a little something.
Yeah. Even applying it to, like, my articles I write. Like, I mean, I do get a lot of help from, like, Bulla and Professor Harvey. But
sometimes you don't want it to end up being, like, their work. You want, like, it to be yours, too.
It's mine, and with help with the learning curve of, like, I don't know everything, okay?
Yeah, no.
And, you know, all of you guys in the department have this wisdom of, like, you had these jobs before. You're actively teaching younger people, all these students, how to get into those jobs you've had. You guys are the professional in our environment. And I greatly appreciate all your help, especially you, Dr. Carrie.
Oh, thank you.
Shout out Dr. Carrie.
I'm trying to think of, like, you said something, and I'm trying to go back there. My brain's not working well today. I said something? Both of you said something, and I wanted to comment. It will come to me, and then I'll comment. But before that, it's a trust thing. So I trust you all to do social media because I am not a creative person.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. I'm not a creative. I'm not a visual person. I'm not a great photographer like Dylan. I'm not one to do layouts. But I can write. And I know that's my strength. So I'm really good at, like, writing emails that are faculty focused. I'm really good at seeing a big picture and planning events. But when it comes to, like, making the flyers, that was one of the things when I took the fellowship. I asked the provost, I said, I really want to do this, but I need somebody to help me on the creative end of it. And again, I'm all about giving students opportunities. So I was like, can I hire a student worker? So that's been really helpful too in this position that I've had, Rose, because I am not creative. I'm not even on TikTok. I talk about it and I teach it and I research it, but I am not on it.
Which is so funny.
But what's crazy is I wasn't creative as a child. I don't think I really got creative until probably college, until I probably started here. I was that kid who failed getting into the gifted program in elementary school because I couldn't pass the creative part. I was so literal. I called everything, can you pass me the Heinz ketchup? Can you, I was not creative.
This sounds like Rose.
But I had to say the specific brand. But it wasn't until high school, I think, until I think I started like having to like pick up a camera and start like making shots of like videos and stuff. So I really would say probably Arthur's class like a year and a half ago.
Honestly, I didn't know what I was doing taking those classes, but I'm really glad I took
Yeah.
Arthur's class, Dylan's class.
I think Caelyn going, does this look good? Forced me to become creative, to be like, yeah, or you could do this.
Yeah. I mean, we
It
all
helped
bounce
me.
ideas
Yeah.
off of each other. And, like, I feel like, I don't know, ever since middle school, I've been very artsy my entire life. I love...
Little Miss former art major.
Yes, I was an art major, but I realized that my skills are better used in communication and public relations, and I love it so much more because I like curating very aesthetic things, and, like,
Yeah.
if I can do it in different ways of, like, for a specific brand or for a specific person. I forgot where I was going
Like,
with that.
you have like an eye for everything.
Ever since I literally, when I was little, my grandma would be like, you looked at dolls and you, like, looked at them, like, with, like, every intent of, like, 10 minutes of just, like, staring at them before we could buy them. To be like,
Yeah.
is it good enough? Is aesthetic enough?
You
Like,
have to have like an eye when it comes to being creative. And
yeah.
I would say I did finally like get my eye once I like to be creative once I got to like college and I started being a communication major. But
Yeah.
up until then, like my
Well, you didn't
aesthetic
start
videos
them.
were so scary. And now they're cute. Yeah.
We've all gotten to that point. I mean, none of us were communication majors when coming in. So
No.
none of us knew that.
I went to school originally away at college first to be a bio major to become a forensic scientist. I had a 33 in bio 1107. That was a very quick, so that was a very quick bye-bye.
I could not see that.
Yeah, that was my dream.
I remember
loved all
back when you
things
wanted
murder.
to be a dentist.
I wanted to be a dentist.
Yes.
I wanted to be a lot of things in my life, and I still believe that. I want to be
very
a lot of
You're
things.
like it's like Barbie.
Yeah, if
Mhm.
I could make myself Barbie, I would love to be brunette Barbie.
Isn't that just Raquel?
I don't remember.
Y'all are funny.
I don't remember.
Me neither. She can be brunette for you.
Brunette Barbie.
Brunette Barbie.
My job is Barbie.
I think
Just, but, and again, what you all are saying, will go back because this is life's wisdom right here.
Mhm.
The path you think you're going to go down in life is not going to be the path you end up going.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you have to be flexible and adaptable to whatever happens. So I did not start out life wanting to do comm. I was going to work in an archive. I loved history.
Mhm.
I didn't want to be around people. I wanted to be around documents.
So funny.
And
Major twist.
I did a major twist, and it's all worked out. I was not going to teach. I wanted to go in the corporate sector. I didn't want to get a PhD, and here we are.
Yeah, look at you now.
Here
Right.
we are,
Look at
and
you.
it just life is going to lead you down a path, and the whole point of that path is to be flexible and adaptable and open to it, right?
Yeah.
There are going to be curveballs thrown at you that you don't like, and it's going to take some self-reflection, and that's when you just say, okay, well, maybe this new path is where I need to go,
Mhm.
and you do your best to take advantage of it, right? Moving here was a curveball for us, so
Mhm.
Yeah. I'd like to think everything happens for a reason. So,
that is true.
I mean, I wouldn't be who I am and where I am without everything. So,
Yeah.
I was going to ask for any advice for anyone, but you kind of laid down some words of wisdom.
Yeah, you did that unprompted.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's natural.
I want to go back to social media real quick and professional identity. Just final words of wisdom. Really highlight your strengths on your social media.
Yeah.
And I had a student once tell me, well, don't employers know that we're young and we're going to do stupid things?
Yeah.
And
But don't post about it.
yes,
Yeah.
don't
Right.
post about it. I would also say, and I hate saying this out loud, but if you are a female, stripping your, and I would even say males too. We did this for my husband when he went on the job market too, stripping your social media of like significant others, relationship statuses, pictures of children,
Oh, yeah.
because it can be used as a way to not hire you. And is it ethical? No.
Yeah.
But do employers do it? Yes. And especially like, so when I went on the job market for here, we had just had Nora. She was 4 months when I applied for the job here. And I cleaned out my entire social media. Like, there were no pictures of her. There were no pictures of Matt. I put them all back later. But I didn't want that to be a tool for me not to be hired or not to get that interview.
I mean, social media is our portfolio. It's a part of our resume at this point. It's that is your brand, and whatever you post is now attached to it, whether we like it or not. Because I know I'll be scrolling through people, I'll be stalking your Instagram or whatever, and if you have someone tagged, I'm clicking the tagged person. I'm going to go look at theirs.
And then I'm going to click someone else tagged in that post, and I'm going to
see a product you have,
theirs.
and I'm like, oh, wait, I have that too. Or like, I'm linking everything I can. And, you know, you just made me realize I do go through that rabbit hole of like everything connected to you, your social media presence.
Yeah. So wipe it, because especially if you are going to have a baby right away, it can be used as they will say, oh, well, they're not going to stay here long. They're getting married. They're not going to work here very long. They're going to stop working soon. It's wrong. Yeah. They shouldn't do it, but it gets done. Yeah. And don't put yourself in a position for it to hinder you from getting a job. And we did that. Even Matt, I went in with Matt, my husband's social media, and we cleaned up his social media too, and took out wedding pictures and kid pictures. And there were so many kid pictures. But like, you know,
it is a reflection of you and your professionalism and what you want the entire world to know.
Yeah. Even your little 24-hour Instagram stories, your little like Insta notes. I've never used them before, but your little Insta notes. I've seen people write some nasty things that even though you can take them away, they're still out there.
It's same idea as Snapchat.
Same idea as Snapchat. It's still out there, and it's gonna get dug up.
I would even tell you stuff you text.
Yeah.
I don't know if you all are even aware of this, but if your phone records get pulled, there are people at AT&T, because I have AT&T, that if I send a text message, can pull that text message and see that picture.
Even if you delete it, it's still there.
Yeah.
So, you know, just always. And even with texting, you don't know if somebody's going to pull what you've said and put it up on social media. I've seen instances of that happening. So just be very cognizant of the information that you share.
If I have something to say, I usually say it on a phone call. And even then, I'm like, what if my phone's bugged? Like,
your phone's not bugged.
I'm like, what if they're listening?
We do live in a state that we can record a phone call, though.
Yeah.
It's a
one-party state.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm always still like weary and like, don't post photos of you laying on the side of the road because you're blacked out drunk. I've seen so many of those since I've came to college.
What?
Please don't.
People will post photos of them in a bush because they're drunk or something. I've seen so many since I've came to college. And I'm like, hey, that's not cute.
That's a private moment.
It's a private moment.
Between you and the bush.
It's not cute. Don't post it on your public story. Don't post it on your semester recap.
That's what I've been seeing recently.
Seeing photos of you and your friends drunk on your semester recaps are not cute. It's not attractive. Old. How about you post things you did, like got an A on my paper.
Stop this.
Went to the beach.
I don't know if I'm gonna be posting got an A on my paper.
No.
I did tell everyone last night I was working with. I was like, y'all, this is my midterm grade. Everyone, look, I made a 100. This is great.
Yeah.
Guys, look.
Yeah, but yeah.
I didn't know that they're doing.
People will post photos of them being like so drunk and doing drugs and
wipe it.
I'm like, get rid of it all.
Get rid of it.
Yeah.
Don't
Wipe
do
it. It's on there if like just it needs to go away.
Spam account. I need to go check it.
Like literally.
Think about anything I post on there.
People form perceptions of who you are through your social media. And you really want to control your narrative. And that's what, in any kind of crisis and risk situation, which can
Gotta
turn
be
into.
prepared for that.
You got to be
Yeah.
prepared for that, and you know, you always want to control your narrative,
Yeah.
because if you let somebody else control your narrative, then you've lost power.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's what I would tell you with social media. You need to control your narrative.
We've been talking
Yeah.
about that in Crisis.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh, we could talk all day about that.
Yeah.
But
We
once
just had our.
That's
Or
a separate.
I was gonna say,
That's
I've stopped or I've paid attention not to dive into this topic because it's just one of the worst topics ever at this point. But politics, I watch what I even repost now, because if a future employer sees that and they just happen to not agree with your opinion, that could then be oh, I'm not gonna hire you because I don't agree with your opinion. Just like she said, if you're getting married or something. So I'm even don't even really post anything about politics anymore or repost, because it's just all so. Everyone has their own opinion these days, but if someone doesn't like your opinion, it's just
Yeah. God forbid.
God forbid you don't agree with someone.
That is unfortunately our climate.
Yeah.
But you know,
Everything you post is a matter of thinking it through.
and your perception.
What you write in your caption, what music you add to your Instagram post.
That is true.
Yeah.
I do think about that a lot.
Yeah. Every single little thing that goes into what you post is going to be looked at by somebody at some point.
If you
And
po-
so you should be intentional with it.
if you post another song in another language, I know a lot of people use Bad Bunny songs sometimes. Look at what the words mean in English, because he doesn't always write the best lyrics. And so it's you have to make sure, even if it's not in another language, it will still get back to you. And that employer may be why didn't you translate it? See what it's saying. So it's just one of those things. You
Just
have
be wary of what you're posting.
everything these days.
Everything has a meaning. Everything could be interpreted however people want to.
Yeah.
So build that persona well.
It's funny we're talking about this because I called my kid Dictator Biscuit for probably the first 4 years of life on social media, because she definitely is a dictator, and she is a dictator of my life and Matt's life. But I had somebody come up to me and be like, "Well, you could brand your baby. That's really great. You could brand her, and become one of those parents."
No.
Because my posts are funny. They were funny. And I only do that for family. My whole social media, we do post pictures of her, but it's because I have family all over the country
That's what Facebook
Yeah.
is for.
that don't
My
get to see her,
Facebook's
yeah.
private and very few
That's-
friends are
That's where
following. It's
family,
just
if they
family.
want to see all
Yeah.
life updates.
Yes. But I'm just like, she can't give consent, and I'm not going to build
Yeah.
her whole social media profile at
I think that's
6
a problem
months.
with people right now.
At this point, we don't need to post any child
I don't
on
think
the
children
internet.
should be posted on anything
I
public.
think, yeah. At this point, even if your Facebook's private, I know some people are still weary of it, but I know one family, they have a photo circle where they send photos of their
Oh, yeah.
children for the family to see, because they don't want to post their child on
That's a
internet.
good idea.
Yeah. Create a shared album if you all have iPhones or something.
That's true. I guess kind of to conclude this, I did have a question for everyone. Do you feel like with this generation, social media, we have more of an opportunity, or is it more of a pressure with social media being a part of our job market, essentially? Are we looking at it as a pressure or an opportunity?
I think it's both.
Yeah.
I would say it's both. I think it's a pressure because if you don't have social media, there's
That's
been
kinda
times.
suspicious, too.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's people I know who just don't have social media, and people are like, "That's suspicious. Why don't they have social media? Why? That's weird." So I think it's definitely a pressure to have it. One, to keep up with what's going on out there, trends and everything, and it's also a pressure because whatever you post on social media is your brand.
Mhm.
It's what employers are going to see. And so you want them to be able to look you up and see that and be like, oh, I like what they post. I like their brand. Because it's more not, you don't just have your resume and your portfolio, but there's something else they can look at. So that's where it's also an opportunity where you can build who you want to be.
Yeah.
It's like
showing the personality of you.
yeah, you're not just this professional person on a resume.
Not just this product.
I'm very fun and silly, and I can be serious, but I hate to be serious most of the time. And I'm always going to find a way to throw a joke or make myself laugh in there. And I feel like that's where like my social media can be like, oh, she's fun. She likes to do, this is what I like to do in my free time. But here's my resume. I'm also professional. I work hard. So I feel like it's a little both.
I think it might be more of a pressure if people don't know how to use social media effectively
Yeah.
for the job market. So for the people who are posting themselves getting drunk on the weekends, it's more of a pressure. But if you know to not do things like that and still be able to showcase who you are as a person without crossing that super unprofessional lines,
Yeah.
then I think there definitely is an opportunity for social media. So
I have a little bit of a different perspective, I guess, or kind of in the same vein. Social media started when I was in college. That's how old I am. And we viewed it as an opportunity for reconnection, right? And I didn't feel this immense pressure, right, to curate this image. And I think about you guys, and it's just one more thing that you have to think about. And for me, I don't want to say it's sad, but it's just,
it's what we live in.
It's what you live in, you have to. And, but there's a lot of opportunity that comes with that too. Job growth in different areas, right? If you had told me in college that I'd be teaching people how to manage social media, I would have laughed at you, right? Like there's definitely opportunities for growth and new jobs and new perspectives, but I do feel like you guys have a lot of pressure, right?
Yeah.
Like someone's always watching.
Yeah.
And
whether it's someone watching or just your data is just somewhere out there.
Yeah.
So, boy, that was kind of a depressing note to end on.
I'll make it.
it's just the reality.
It is reality. It's life. And like I've told myself when I like post on social media, I watch what I post. I watch what music and stuff. But like at the same time, like because it's not like me building my personal brand. I'm not posting stuff I'm doing on there and stuff like professionally. I tell myself, hey, everyone's human. Everyone has a life. And people are going to post about their life. If they go to Disney World, they're probably going to post about going to Disney World.
I am.
And it's okay. Like,
Yeah, let's get Dr. Carrie locked in on that Disney World.
I think, yeah, are you back? I think it's just one of those things, like, I've had to, like, click myself with reality and be like, hey, employers are going to look at this. But, like, at the same time, I have, like, the mindset of you have a life. You want to live your life. Live your life how you want to live your life, but don't post about it if it's wrong. But everyone has a life out there. And I feel like I've just been more brutally honest. I'm like, if you don't like that, I went to Disney World. Oh, well. I personally had the best time of my life. You can just do whatever. But it's just one of those things. Like, life is life. And the older generation doesn't feel the pressure from it. They love those AI photos, though, and videos.
My God.
The ones where they're all like,
y'all stop.
It's like
I do
big
not.
head.
Do not quote
where
me
are
in that.
yours?
I do not do it. I do not. But I have seen others do it. And
It took over my Facebook because I followed like all adults on Facebook. It was
That's a
quite
whole
funny.
Another episode. We
We can get to that.
y'all, you all don't even have boomer parents. I have boomer parents, and they're on Facebook, and it's pretty funny.
What is the boomer age?
My parents were born in the 40s, 1940s.
Oh.
So
I think my parents are the generation right before.
No,
After. Right after. Sorry, not
Wait a minute.
My parents are not.
Gen Xers.
Sure.
Your parents
I
are
think
probably Gen Xers.
Yeah, mine are.
My dad's like
Mhm.
66. So he might be there on the
He's on
borderline.
the border, yeah.
Yeah. He's the Gen X. Don't worry, guys.
But yeah. No, I have not crossed over into the AI generated photos.
I think
I'm proud of
you're
you.
too good for that.
Yeah.
You're too good for the AI photos and videos.
I'm a little leery. I use AI. I think AI is like I have told you in class. AI is a tool. We have to become comfortable with that tool.
Yeah.
But the idea of feeding AI my images and having it spit something out, I don't like that.
I love when adults post like things they see and it's like stories and it's very clearly AI generated like news stories.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, look at this. And then people in the comments
whale. Look
are
what
like,
happened to
oh
it.
my gosh. And I'm just like, oh no, they're falling for it.
Yeah.
They're falling for it.
The bear. I watched one the other day where like a bear chases a dog inside the car, and I was like, this is not real, y'all. This is not real.
Yeah, it's getting a little too out of hand. But anyway,
That's another chiming in y'all
Another
should
chiming
do.
in for another time.
we could keep talking. But I wanted to thank you guys for coming on the
Yeah.
podcast. I really appreciate you guys putting us in your schedule and just coming to talk about this really important topic, because not everyone thinks about it, but
Yeah.
it is very prevalent in our time frame, especially with us getting jobs. So thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you
anytime.
for having us. I'm excited.
And maybe Rose will join me next semester. We'll see.
We'll see.
But
Keep replaced.
you're graduating.
You're leaving us.
But right in front of me? You gotta say it right in front of me.
I did,
Yeah.
because I need you to also know. I'm not trying to hide it.
It's okay. I
It's,
love
it's
you.
like me trying to recruit new social media
That's true.
students.
Yeah,
students.
you.
True.
We gotta
I'd
keep
rather
it.
do it in front of you than behind you.
Y'all don't want to
Fair
stay
enough.
here forever, and
Yeah.
we got to keep
Lily,
things
you'll
going.
always hold a place in our hearts.
You know, whatever.
I'm not dead.
We'll have
You'll
you as a
always
guest
hold a
every
place in
once
my
in a
heart.
while.
If I can fit you on my schedule.
Yeah. Oh.
Anyway, Chiming In is a production of Augusta University's Department of Communication. This episode was recorded in the Pamplin Television, Cinema, and Podcasting Lab on Summerville campus. Our producer today was Clay. And our coordinating producer is Dr. Bulla. These views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not reflect any views or positions of Augusta University. Thank you guys for listening, and I hope everyone has a great day. Bye.